Progress.
Very good morning, CMA students. Welcome to day three, our final session of marathon. Today's class we'll be dealing with only topics which are left out, like contract, joint, which are frequently asked in June exam. Cash budget is also asked frequently in June exam. So this is what I have planned in today's class, and batch costing. So today's class we will be doing all this. Batch is extremely simple. We will try to do it at the last because it's extremely most simple batch. So after that, I'll give you some tips as to how we can prepare for the June exams. All right. So now we will get started. So yesterday, we had to stop with this. So already we had learned the equation, which is covered in yesterday's video, how we framed the equation, everything was explained. So we framed the equation and we also found out what is X and what is Y. I think that is very easy. So 46 to 50 already allocated plus 10 percentage of Y. That is department Y is also service department. In that also 10 percentage is coming. So like that, we have framed these two equations, found out X and Y. All right. Now this table of redistribution, that only I'm going to show. We are following simultaneous equation method because it is specified by the question. Okay. So overheads allocated, whatever is already allocated, I have taken. And then 46 250 17 15 750 order, so whatever is given only we have taken. Now department X, as per our calculation, the total amount was 48,308. That I have distributed in the ratio 20 is to 30 is to 40 is to 10. How I got 48,308? We just now found out that X is equal to 48,308 and Y is equal to 2580. From there only we got the amounts. Okay. So then we will distribute 48,308 into 20%, 48,308 into 30%, and so on. Okay. So why I have written negative 48,308 for X? Because it is X department ka kharcha. That is why. So then 2580, that also 2580 into 40% and so on we have done. So 2580 will be written as negative in department Y because it is Y department's ka khud ka kharcha. That's so then we have done the total. When you do like this, you will get nil in department X and department Y. That means you have your simultaneous equation and your answers are correct. Okay. So then number of hours are also given in the question. Then what we will do is overhead rate has to be just found out by overheads divided by number of hours. So yesterday we had to disconnect. So I have just written it and then showed it to you. So any questions, please shoot them up. Such simple questions, it will not even take so much time in the exam. So mentally, you can prepare your equation and keep in the first 15 minutes itself. So then it's a child's play. That's all. So this is done. Now we will proceed to today's class, that is contract costing. First, we will start. Contract is frequently asked. Most of our regular students have found it to be very easy. I'm very happy about that. And don't get confused with multiple formulas they have given, ma'am, for notional profit. Don't get confused. It's okay. Any of the valid formulas we use, we will get full marks. Okay. So now we will proceed to, I'll just give an introduction of this and then we will get started. So now let us learn the contract account format. So I would suggest that write whatever formats or formulas that are necessary and keep in front page. The day before the exam, it will be very helpful. So we have contract account, which is a ledger, which is basically prepared to find out the profit or loss from the contracts. And because contracts are generally for a longer period of time, imagine it's a road or a road laying contract or a construction contract or even metro contract, metro train contract. No, all these are going to take huge amounts of time. So the entire profit cannot be recognized in one single year. So the profit recognition will be deferred. Deferred means what? Delayed. So that how we are going to do, that is what I'm going to tell you now. So it is going to be whatever direct material, direct labor, expenses, overheads, all this you will write in the debit side. Then here you will have what materials returned or materials at site means it is still with you in the construction site. Then whatever is the balancing figure will be by cost of construction or by total cost also you can write. This is always a balancing figure. So this is the first part of contract account. All these details will be primarily given to you in the question itself. And then we will write here to cost of construction. That is whatever we have credited there, just like gross profit, no, it used to come back again. So same way, cost of construction is going to come back here. Whatever amount you got there, here it will come. Okay, then what we will do is buy work in progress. That means, as I told you, if it is a construction contract or a road contract, which will take huge number of years to get completed, there will always be work in progress. That is, work is still progressing. It is not fully complete. In such cases, we will have what is called as work certified and work uncertified. Both we will have right now. So work certified, work uncertified, both are work in progress. Now, whatever is a balancing figure will be to notional profit. Suppose it is a loss, then it will be by P&L direct agi ತಗೋಬೇಕು P&L ಗೆ costing P&L obviously. Either profit or loss will come, both will not come. Very nice. So why I am saying this is when we have multiple contracts, for one contract we may have a loss also. But if you follow this concept, you can do any contract account because all contracts accounts are very similar only. There is no deviation here. Okay. Next, notional profit. Again, notional profit. How we'll have to by NP means not net profit. It is notional profit here. How we have to, recognize the profits in the current year. So it is going to be what? Yes, ma'am. To P&L. For that, we will do working note. And then to, yes, ma'am, contingencies or provision or WIP. Finally, it will be adjusted in WIP, Alva. Yes, ma'am. This will always be a balancing figure. Right. So this is how the contract account will look like. Ma'am, why are we finding out notional profit and then P&L and all that is because now we all know that I will tell you why we are doing this part. Up to this part, I think it is very clear for all of us. Yes. So, ma'am, why are we crediting work in progress? Means we have completed to that extent, no? We have completed to that extent of the contract we have completed. So, recognition of cost and revenue is happening. That is why we are recognizing that. Okay. Now, why this part, ma'am? Why notional profit should be divided into P&L and provision like that? Regular students know it, but if you're seeing for the first time, what is it? It is going to be, suppose up to 25% of the total contract only you have completed. For example, you have a contract which is for 25 lakhs contract price. Okay, you have completed it only to the extent of, say, for example, 5 lakhs. Okay, so 5 divided by 25 is, let me say, you have completed only to the extent of 3 lakhs. Obviously, less than 25% you have completed, no? So, which means the profits that are to be recognized is going to be nil. So, up to 25% completion, then profits recognized will be nil. Then 25% to 50%, that is more than 25% and up to 50%, more than 25 and up to 50, it will be 1/3. Very good. 1/3 of what notional profit has to be recognized. Yes, dear. Then Very good, ma. It is going to be above 50% means two-thirds of the notional profit can be recognized. Okay. Ma'am, what if the full contract is completed? Recognize fully. What are you waiting for? That's it. Okay. Why I'm saying all this is sometimes in today's class also we will be doing multiple contracts which are, like for example, today's contract questions I've chosen from the last two June exams. So one of the questions is having 2 years preparation. So in that, the second year, the contract will have to get completed because the contract period itself is only for 2 years. Okay. So again, I'm saying the contract account is prepared to find out the profit or loss specifically from the contract. So this is the degree of completion in the left hand side. In the right hand side, how to recognize the profits. And the working note here, ma'am, how to do this to P&L means working note will be notional profit into 1 by 3 or 2 by 3. That depends on the level of completion into cash received divided by work certified. There are multiple formulas for ease. We are doing this because in most questions, they already give the cash received divided by work certified. That's all, dears. So, this is how we will do the working note. The rest you can actually understand when we are doing the problems. Okay. So, now we will proceed. So, in this, I marked a few questions while doing the regular class also. Those questions will be a little important. So, in one problem, we would have done balance sheet, P&L, everything. So please try to go through that because they may ask for 7 marks, one small contract account with P&L balance sheet also they may. Classic question is contract account. Sometimes they may ask us to prepare contractees account also. Very interesting question this is. Let us start. Mr. John, who prepares his accounts on 31st March every year, commenced a contract number A26 on 1st July 2022. The following information is revealed from his costing records on 31/3/2023. Okay. So we have been given what and all material cost is given. Yes, ma'am. Labor cost is given. Foreman salary is given. Machine costing 2,60,000 remained in the use on site for 2/5 of the year. That means there was a machine, but only for 2/5 of the year I used it for contract. That means the depreciation also only for 2/5 of the year we have to use. Wonderful. So as soon as you read the machine cost, that is not going to come in contract account because it is a replica of P&L account. We have to take depreciation. Amazing. How to calculate depreciation? 2.6 lakhs minus 15,000, which is the scrap value. We all know how to calculate depreciation, cost minus scrap value divided by life. So divided by life is going to be 7 into 2 by 5. 2/5 of the year. Okay. Because annual depreciation is up to this into 2 by 5. That is how we should calculate the depreciation. Why I'm saying is all this is we can actually note down all this in the first 15 minutes itself. We can plan for all this right now. All these being first three being expenses, we will directly take them. A supervisor is paid 8,000 per month and has devoted half of his time on the contract. Now, it is very important that all of you see this. We are starting it on yes, ma, 1st July. Very good. Super. But accounts are prepared on 31st March. Now, many students actually do this almost correctly, not fully correct. Why? Because they say 8,000 per month, only half of the time he has put for this contract. That means 8,000 into 1 by 2 they will do. Right? Yes, ma. Per month. Amazing. Some students are doing into 12 months. No. We should do from July to March. Only 9 months are there. That is how we should do. Understanding now, everyone? Wonderful. All expenses amount to 1,36,500. That is other expenses. Materials inside it is given. So up to now, whatever amounts we have, everything will be actually in the contract account format only. Now the contract price is 20 lakhs. Two-thirds of the contract was completed. Architect gave certificate only for 50% of the contract price. Okay. Then the 7,50,000 had not been had so far been paid on account. Okay, so that means the cash received is 7,50,000. Very nice. Prepare contract account for the year ended 31/3/2023, showing the amount of profit or loss to be transferred to the profit and loss account. Okay, shall we start this? Yes, dears. Superb. So wonderful question. Past exam June question only it is. Okay. So now we will start with okay. So going ahead with what's given in the question, that is a direct material. Once I will show all of you 2,51,000, 5,65,600 and 81,300. Okay. So now let us write it down. 2,51,000 to direct labor is going to be 5,65,600. Then to foreman's salary is going to be 81,300. Then we will write to depreciation. We will show the working note here itself. So it is going to be 2,60,000 minus 15,000 divided by 7 is the depreciation for 1 year. Cost minus scrap value divided by life. Okay. But only 2 by 5. Very nice. Only 2 by 5 was devoted for the contract. It was used for other purposes for the rest of the 3/5 of the time. So it is going to be how much, students? 2,16 minus 14. Thank you, dear. So 14,000. So now we will go ahead with two supervisors' salary. Very nice. So two supervisors' salary, it is going to be what? It is going to be 8,000 into 1 by 2 into 9 months. 9 months because only from July to March, in the first two lines, they have given that the contract was commenced on July. Very nice. How much is it? 36,000. Very nice. Super. And we have information about other expenses as well. So two other expenses is going to be 1,36,500. Okay. Then materials insight is given. So by material insight is going to be 35,400. By cost of construction, I told you always it will be a balancing figure. You can write by total cost also, no problem. 2,51,000 plus 5,65,600 plus 81,300 plus 14,000 plus 36,000 plus 1,36,500 minus 35,400. Is it 10,49,000? Right. Super. So 10,49,000 is a balancing figure. So whatever I told you for contract account format, same things. Shall I proceed, dear? Yes. So now it's going to be I'll just extend the contract account. So in the beginning, whatever format we discussed for contract, I'm following the same. Now we all know that this cost of construction, it will come here. So to cost of construction, that is going to be 10,49,000. Now by work in progress, it will have both work certified and work uncertified. Okay, ma'am. Now I would like to explain this in a little bit of detail. I'll erase everything else so that it's very much visible now, because we have to focus on this. All of you, please focus. Come on. So now the architect gave certificate for the 50% of the contract price. Contract price is 20 lakhs. That means work certified is equal to 50% of contract price. Contract price is given to be 20 lakhs. 50% of it is work certified. Very good, ma. Is it not 10 lakhs? Very good. So that is how we should come here and write. It is going to be 10 lakhs. So simply you can show this as 50% of 20 lakhs, no need of any other information. Now work uncertified again, we have to do a little bit of work. Shall we? Yes. So working note number 2. Now first I'll explain, then I will do the working note. Working note 1 or 2 number you can take care of. So now they have said two-thirds of the contract was completed. However, architect gave certificate only for 50%. Okay. Now, two-thirds of work was completed is given in the question. Can I say two-thirds of work completed cost is going to be 10,49,000? Amazing. We got here, no? How much we completed? 10,49,000. They are saying it is equal to two-thirds. Right. Now, out of that, they have said out of two-thirds, one half is work certified. I will write like this. The same thing, I will write it in words. Okay. Out of two-thirds, one half is work certified. That means work uncertified. Now, we are not making any imagination. All this is given in the question, correct? Work uncertified is going to be two-thirds minus 1 by 2. Can I say like that? Yes. So two-thirds minus 1 by 2 is how much, ma'am? You all know how to take LCM. It is going to be 6, 4 minus 3, that is 1 by 6. So work uncertified is going to be 1 by 6. So please write it along with the theory. Spend some time in this because only this part students are finding it to be slightly difficult. So please write it down. Very simple. Whatever cost is completed is 10,49,000 as per the ledger. That is equal to 2 by 3. But out of 2 by 3, one half is work certified. So 2 by 3 minus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 6. Now you may ask me, ma'am, one half of contract price itself work certified is given. Now, I am talking about the cost of work uncertified. I'm talking about the cost of work uncertified. That is why I am taking 1 by 2 out of completed. Yes. So now we will proceed. So can I now say from our discussion, two-third is equal to 10 lakh 49,000. That means what is 1 by 6 equal to? Right, students, everyone? Now, some students are finding it difficult to do this fraction. If you are finding it difficult, then you can convert this. This is what 2 by 3 is. We all know it is 66.67 percentage. 2 by 3. Okay. 2 by 3 is 66.67 percentage. What is 1 by 6? 1 by 6 is 16.67 percentage. So like that also you can do. So 66.67 percentage is equal to 10 lakh 49,000. Means how much is 16.67 percentage? If you are finding fraction to be difficult. Are we getting 2 lakh 62 290? Yes. This is what? This is nothing but work certified and this is work uncertified. I will call this as WIP to be more clear. So the moral of the story is work uncertified is 2 lakh 62 290. Shall we proceed, everyone? Yes. So this is 2 lakh 62 290. That means whatever is the balancing figure will be notional profit. Are we getting 2 lakh 13 290? Right. Those of you who are doing fraction, you may get a different answer due to rounding off of decimals. Different means what? Mild differences can be there. That's all. So this is also done. Now, as per our format discussed in the morning now, by notional profit, we should write it as 2 lakh 13 290. Now, to P&L, always I should show a working note for that and to WIP or provision for contingencies. Shall we proceed, students? Yes. So now what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to do the working note for the amount to be taken to the P&L. Out of notional profit, how much is the amount to be taken to P&L? Okay, ma'am. So we know that how to find out the percentage of completion. Percentage of completion is equal to WIP divided by contract price. Superb, ma'am. WIP means work certified and uncertified I will take. That means some 10 lakhs, no, work certified was 10 lakhs plus some 2 lakh 60 290 divided by contract prices 20 lakhs. Am I correct, students? So is it more than 50%? It should be because 10 lakhs divided by 20 lakhs itself is 50 percentage. 60? 63 percentage. Thank you, dear. That means it is more than 50 percentage, which means 2 by 3 of notional profit into cash received divided by work certified. This is the format I will follow. Again, I am saying cash received divided by work certified is one of the formulas that they have recommended in our textbook and in the standards. So we are using this. Okay. So now 2 by 3 into notional profit. What is notional profit, dear? 2,13,000. 290. 2,13,290 into cash received is given in the question. I forgot the amount. Cash received was given. Can you all see? This is the cash received. So far, 7,50,000 has been received. Cash received is going to be 7,50,000 divided by work certified. You all see this. Work certified is 10 lakhs. So divided by 10 lakhs. How much are we getting, students? Are we getting 1066 1? 2,13,290 into 2 by 3 into 7,50,000 divided by 10. Yes, 10,000, 1 lakhs, 1 lakh 6,644 or 645 also we can say. So this is also done. Now shall we proceed, students? So 1,06,645. That is the amount minus 2,13,290. Again the same amount. This is always a balancing figure. That's all. This question is asked for 7 marks. So presentation wise, if you know, easily you can score about 3 marks just by presenting everything. Work certified, uncertified, with practice, easily it will come to us. Notional profit, everything. So, working note, yes, sure. That, very nice. Super. So now we will proceed to the next question. We will finish all the contract problems and then we will come back. So now, question number 5. Okay. So it's question number 5. PQR Limited undertook a contract for 1st April 2023 for the construction of a building at a contract price of 45 lakhs. So the contract price is given to us during the first year. So we should note down the date on which they started, April 1st. Okay, during the first year, the following amounts were spent against a sum of 16,87,500, representing 90% of work certified. That what is the meaning of this part? 90% of work certified is equal to 16,87,500. That means work certified is equal to 16,87,500 divided by 90%. Can I say like that? Yes. So whatever amount we get, 16,87,500 divided by 90%. 18,75,000? Yes. So we have got all this. Now, materials used, wages paid, overheads, everything is given to us. Okay. During the second year, the following are also given. So the first year, these are the items. Second year, these are the items. In the second year, the contract was completed. That means the full profit has to be recognized in the second year. Very nice mark. Sum of 26 lakh 25,000 was received by the contractor. Okay. Prepare contract account and contractees account for both the years and determine the profits. So it is a good possibility that out of 7 marks, contract account for both the years put together can be around 5.5 to 6 marks. And either it will be 1.5 or 1 mark, the contractee account. Very simple. Let us start. So the first year is 2023 to 24. So here it is going to be financial year only. So the year 2023 to 24, that is first year of contract. In that case, how are we supposed to do? Now we will start. So to direct material, all information is given for first year. This is for first year. This is for second year. We will just substitute now. It is going to be 7,87,500. Yes, my dear. Two wages is going to be 4,50,000. Two overheads, it is 1,12,500 by work in progress, work certified, uncertified, there is no information. Sometimes there will be information like in the previous question. Here there is no information. So we are directly taking work certified. We already did this computation. I hope everybody understood. It's very straightforward. So it is 18,75,000. Right, everyone? So it is 18,75,000. So whatever is the balance will be notional profit. It is a balancing figure. Are we getting 5,25,000? Yes, dear. By notional profit is 5,25,000. To P&L, working note. To WIP or provision. That is always a balancing figure. So let us see how to do this working note. Can we start, everyone? Yes. So now, everyone. Contract price is given here in the second line of the question, that is 45 lakhs. Right. So we all know that percentage of completion is equal to WIP, yes, right. Yes, divided by contract price. WIP is what, dears? Just now we found out, how much was it? Yes, dear, 18,75,000. And how much is the contract price? 45 lakhs. How much percentage are we getting? 42. Thank you, dear. 42 percentage. Now, it is between 25% and 50% degree of completion. 42% falls in this bandwidth, which means the profit recognized should be what? 1 by 3 of notional profit. And here, have they given cash received to work certified? Yes. In the question, they have given. What is 90%? Can you see that the following amount spent, which was 90% of work certified? So that means Cash received by to work certified is 90 percentage already. Okay. So directly we can take 90%. In some places we have to calculate, in some places it is given. So into 90 percentage. So 1 by 3 into notional profit was 5 lakh 25, is it dear? Okay. 5 lakh 25,000 into 90 percentage. Are we getting 1 lakh 57,500? Right. So we will take this to the contract account, notional profit. Shall we proceed, students? 1 lakh 57,500. So as per the working note, it is 1 lakh 57,500. So 5 lakh 25,000 minus this, we'll get 3 lakh 67,500. Now, whenever we have to prepare the next year, no, this is a provision or a work in progress. It will be adjusted in the next year. Right. So, shall we proceed to the next year? Wonderful. So, year 24 to 25, this is the second year of contract. In this year, the contract is getting completed. Okay, super. So, the full profits will be recognized. I'll do the contractee account also after we finish the contract account. Okay. So to direct material, I will use all these three amounts which are for the second year. Before that, here we, as I already told you, this is also WIP, this is also WIP. So both we should take it to the next year now. It will be completed in the next year. So it is going to be 2 WIP. That is 18 lakh 75,000 minus 3 lakh 56, 3 lakh 67,500. 3 lakh 67,500. From here it has come, this part. Okay. So tell me how much is it, dears? 15 lakh 7,500. Right. So now to direct material, 11 lakh 25,000. To wages, 9 lakhs. To overhead, 2 lakh 25,000. Now, usually what we will write here, we will write by work in progress. In regular class, we have done 3 years, 1, 2, third year, we would have written contractee account. Same way here also, by contractee account. Because the final amount has to be closed, you know. Full contract price was 45 lakhs. Am I correct? Yes. Given in the first few lines of the question. So that means whatever is balancing figure will be transferred to P&L account because it is the last year. Amazing. Seven lakh 42,500. Right. This is a balancing figure. 7 lakh 42,500. That's all. It's over. Now we will prepare the contractee account. Yes. So first I will prepare the contractee account for the first year. Okay. I'm just preparing it as a rough, yeah, contractee account. This is for 23-24. That is the first year. It is going to be There is no balance, I think. Okay. So now I'll go and see, tell you how we need to choose this. See, this is the amount that is spent, that is 16 lakh 87,500. That means is it not received by the contractee? Yes, ma. So can I say by bank 16 lakh 87,500? Amount is correct, no? 1 minute. 16 lakh 87,500. That's all. So no other things will come here. So it is going to be two balance carried down, that is 16 lakh 87,500. Closing the balancing the ledger. That's all. Debit and credit. So again, I'm saying how I got by bank is debit what comes in, credit contractee. So it is going to be 16 lakh 87,500. Bank to contractee is the journal entry. For the second year, how the contractee account will look like. This is 24-25. Am I correct, students? Yes. So first of all, we'll have buy balance brought down because previous year we had that 16 lakh 87,500. And here we have by contractee that is going to be 45 lakhs. That means it will be two contract 45 lakhs. Understanding? Okay. Next, what else is this contractee involved in? Next year also he's getting money. How much? 26 lakh 25,000. This part. 26 lakh 25,000. Very nice. So it is going to be again by bank alva. Whether it is previous year or current year, it is by bank. 26 lakh 25,000. Whatever is balancing figure will be carried to the next. One lakh 87,500. Right. By balance carried down. Both are coming in the same by balance brought down and carried down. No problem. It's okay. So contractee account is also over. Shall we proceed? Yeah. Very nice. Shall. Mixed up. Actually, I wanted to do one service costing. One minute. Right, students. So this problem I want to do, it is from June 24. Okay. So uh, some time back, some students have asked about this type of problem, how to do. So service costing was asked in June 24. So again, there is a good possibility they may ask in 26. So I thought of doing this problem also. So let us start. Uh, so we have a company which runs a holiday home in a small hill station. It has three types of suites for its customers with a capacity of 200 single rooms, 100 double rooms, and 60 triple rooms. The average occupancy is expected to be 80, 80, and 60 percentage. That means, what is the meaning of occupancy? Occupancy means in off season, occupancy will be less. In normal seasonal times, then it will be occupancy will be high. So based on that, on a year, they have given 80, 80, and 60 for single, double, and triple rooms. Right. The rent for the double room is fixed at 125 percentage and 150 percentage for triple room of a single room. That means if it is 100 rupees for single room, Then double room will be 125. Then triple room will be 150. How? 125 percentage of 100. 150 percentage of 100. Very nice. Then variable cost have been given for all these three. Fixed cost also have been given for all these three. The holiday home runs throughout the year of 365 days and earns a margin of 20% on rent of rooms. 20% on rent of rooms means 20% or 20 percentage on sales or on cost. 20% on rent means 20% on sales or on cost. 20% on sales, my dear. Yes. Why? Because holiday home means for them rent is a sales, no, for them rent is a revenue, right? So calculate the rent to be charged for each type of room. So in CA also it is a frequently asked question. Means this type of question, not same. So that is why I wanted to do. So maybe we may get one service costing problem. As far as service costing is concerned, just to do what is there in your textbook, that is more than sufficient. Good questions are there. Passenger kilometers, ton kilometers, whatever you think, 7 marks allocation, it is worth it. Please do that. Don't do those 14 mark problems much. You should do, but don't do it much in revision time. Yes. So now what we will proceed is we will have. So first of all, based on the given information, rent only we need to find out. Okay, ma'am. So first, let me find out the room days because they have given variable cost and fixed cost per day. So first, let me find out the total room days. Yes, ma'am. How many days actually I can charge from the customer? That is what is room days. So total room days calculation. Again, I'm saying room days means what? And whatever are the number of days for which I can charge my customer. Only when it is occupied, I can charge, that is why. Okay. So now we will write single, double, and triple. So you also can look into the question. I will also keep my question by the side. So now the number of days, first of all, they are operating all 365 days. Okay. Then number of rooms, they have not given number of rooms. Okay. Number of, let me say capacity. They have given capacity in the first paragraph. That is going to be 80%, 80%, and 80%. And okay. And maximum capacity is single 200, 160. 200, 160. So we can just change this as occupancy. You may get confused when you're revising. This is occupancy, this is capacity. So capacity is going to be 200, 160. Now we will calculate the room days. So totally 200 rooms are there for single. Out of that, 80% only will be occupied. So that means 160 rooms only I can charge it from into 365. That is going to be 58,400. Yes, everyone? Okay. So 100 into 80% into 365. That is 29,200. 80 into 60% into 365. That is 17,520. 1 minute. 80 into 60% into 360. Yes. Up to this, everybody is understanding. No? Wonderful. This is 60%, no? 80, 80, and 60. I just noticed it. 80, 80, and 60. Oh, everything was 80, I was wondering. Sorry. 60 into 60% into 365. That is 13,140. 13,140. Okay. So now we will calculate the total room days. 29,200 plus 58,400. That is 1,740. Just we will calculate and keep. We are not going to do anything with that. Shall we proceed, everyone? Right. Now, calculation of cost. Because I need to find out what is the room rent that I should charge for each type of room. So first I will calculate the cost, then I will take profit into consideration. Like that, we will proceed. Yes. So now it is going to be single, double, and triple. So now room days, first I will add that. Room days we have calculated 58,400, 29,200, and 13,140. Variable cost per unit, let me write that out. 220, 340, and 400. I hope everybody is able to see it. Yes, dear. Then fixed cost per unit. Ma'am, per unit is given. Whatever is given, we will take. Right, ma'am. So it is going to be 120, 240, and 320. So now total cost we should calculate. Okay. So how to calculate the total cost? Variable cost per unit also will take, fixed cost per unit also. Then we will multiply with the number of room days, right? So let us do the calculation, everyone. One crore 98 lakh 56,000. I will explain something here also. I'll explain something here also. Ninety-four lakh 60,800. Now you'll all do the total. Variable cost per unit, fixed cost per unit, 220 into 58,400. Okay. So now same way for fixed cost. What happened, ma? 58,400 is the number of room days here. Variable cost is 220. 220 into 58,400. Put M plus. Okay. 120 into 58,400. Put M plus. You will get MRC, you will get the answer. Okay. Do it once again, ma. Do it and tell me. I'll wait. In the meanwhile, I'll total this and keep, and I want to explain something here with respect to fixed cost. I will do that also. Very simple, Sahana. You can do this, ma. 220 plus 120. Do that, ma. 340. 340 into 58,400. 220 plus 120 is total cost per unit. Total cost per unit into room days. 58,400. Got it, dear? Yes. So total cost is equal to 4 crore 62 lakh 52,800. Now, what I want to explain, that also I will tell you. See, both are okay because it's not clearly given to us, so both are okay. Fixed cost per unit I have taken only for room days which are 58,400. But my question is, Fixed cost means, say, for example, it is depreciation or it is, you take it as any fixed cost, a rent or whatever. Will I pay it only for occupancy? 80% occupancy ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು I calculated 58,400. But maybe for 100% I have to pay fixed cost. Understanding? So that is also one of the alternatives. So, ma'am, how to handle this in the exam means, note, fixed cost can be alternatively calculated for total room days irrespective of occupancy. So, like that, you can give a note. If I remember correct, in your suggested answers also, they have given two sorts of answers. So you can go through that. Yes. So this is the total cost. Shall we proceed? Yes. So, so if you give this note, you can go ahead with this also. Now, given, I will show it to you again. Okay. Rent, you can all see margin of 20% on rent of rooms is given to us. Okay. Rent means sales. That also I told you. So given profit is equal to 20% on rent, that is sales. Because it is a holiday home, for them rent is considered to be a revenue. Okay. Now cost plus profit is equal to sales. We all know that. If this is 100, this is 20, means this has to be 80, no? 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now that, yes, dear, cost was 4 crore, 62 lakhs, 52,800, correct? Yes. So cost is equal to 4 crore, 62 lakh, 52,800. This is 80 percentage, means how much is 20 percentage? Can we do like that, students? Directly can do 100% also, no problem. Are we getting 1 crore, 15 lakh, 63,200? Right, dear. This is the profit. Okay? All right. So we have done the profit as well. Multiple students asked me in the past few weeks. That is why I suddenly remembered and we are getting into it. It is a June 2024 exam problem. Can we proceed? Yes. Yes. So now it's going to be. That means, can I say sales or rent revenue for the holiday home is going to be cost plus profit? Yes. That is going to be 4 crore this amount, 52,800 plus this 1 crore 15 lakhs. We'll get 5 crore 78 lakhs 16,000. This is the amount to be recovered from the three types of rooms in 1 year. Can we proceed? Yeah? Okay. Now comes comfortable. Any questions? No? That cost calculation was okay? Now, we will go to the next. That is going to be let room rent of single room dx. That means the double room will be obviously 1.25x. I will show it to you in the question. Rent for double room is 125% of single room. Rent for triple room is 150% of single room. So that is why 125 percentage of X is nothing but 1.25X. You can write 125 percentage X also. You can keep the percentage, no problem. Triple room is equal to 1.5X. Tuition fees for primary, secondary, we did a problem in regular class. That also we have done a similar thing only. Okay. So now we will proceed to reminding all of you. This is the room days, no 58, 429, 213, not 140. From this only we should recover the rent. Okay. So the single room, I will assume everything is single, then we will calculate the rest. So 58, 400x plus 29, 200, isn't it? 29, 200x plus 13, 140x. Yes. Ma'am, you didn't take 1.5 and 1.25. We will do it later. First, we'll calculate x. Yes, me. So is equal to 5 crores 78 lakh 16,000. Why? 5 crores 78 lakh 16,000 is the total revenue rent. This is single room, double room, and triple room. Room days into rent. Okay. So now let us add them all. 58 400 plus 29 200 plus 13 140 is 1 lakh 740. X is equal to 5 crore 78 lakh 16,000. So 5 crore 78 lakh 16,000 divided by 1 lakh 740 is equal to 573.9. Yes, ma'am. X is equal to 573.91. Actually, we are running short of time. Instead of doing the lengthy way, can we just cut short? Yes, ma'am. Let us do it here itself. Usually, we'll do the roundabout way to understand. We'll do a little more straightforward. So, here itself, I will substitute and say this is equal to into 1.25x. This is 1.5x, correct? Yes. So, now, this is 1.25x and this is 1.5x. We have directly done. Okay. You can do it in the other way that we have done in the regular classes as well. So this is 336 500x, 13 140 into 1.5, that is 19 710x. This is 58 400x. So 5 crore 78 lakhs 16,000. 36 500 plus 58 400 is equal to 1 lakh 14,610 x is equal to 5 crore 78 lakh 16,000. X is equal to 504.45. It's a little bit easier. In the exam also you can follow this. Conceptually we learned that. Okay. So now this is the rent for single room. That means double room will be what? 504.45 into 1.25. Triple room will be, yes, five, sorry, 6. Okay. 504.45 into 1.5. 756.68. Right. That is what they have asked. Now we will have an introduction to joint product by product, and then we will go to that part also. Joint product. So usually I give the example in my regular class, same example I'm giving. We all know how paneer is made. That is, we will curdle the milk with a little bit of vinegar or lime, and then it will get curdled into chena, that is the protein, and of course the whey water, which is also having protein. Okay. So now, how are we supposed to do this? Now, the milk is getting converted into paneer and whey water. That water is there no after paneer. That is only called whey water. So until that time, it is a joint product. This milk is jointly making paneer and whey water. And what is the meaning of byproduct? Byproduct is I didn't intentionally produce it. For example, whey water. I wanted only paneer. Whey water is a byproduct. Yes. Unintentional produce is what is whey water. Okay. Now, assume I'm further processing paneer to make cheese. And I'm further processing this whey water into a protein shake. Now, most of the questions, what they ask is it worthwhile to further process? Paneer, say for example, one block of paneer, let us say 200 grams of paneer, is going to be, 250 rupees. And cheese is going to be, say for example, same 200 grams is going to be 500 rupees. Ma'am, it is better to make cheese, is what students tell me. This paneer stage, it is called as split off. Why? Because at this stage, paneer and whey water become separate, and after that, they won't meet each other. That is how you should remember. So, this point is called as split off. And this part is called as further processing. Amazing. Further processing. This is sales value after further processing. This is also sales value after further processing. Like that, we should imagine. Now, ma'am, 500 is better. Correct only. 500 is better. But we will have further processing cost also. We will need some cost. We need some materials. We need some machines. We need some labor. We need electricity. Then only we can make cheese from paneer. So same way, this is also further processing cost. So is it worthwhile to sell the products even after the further processing costs are concerned? That is generally the questions that we encounter, right, students? So, this I hope gives a basic idea of what this joint product by product is. So, we'll do one or two past exam because most of you found joint product to be extremely simple. So, one more thing. How now joint cost apportionment, that is, milk is getting jointly paneer and whey water, that joint cost of milk and that labor here, this joint cost can be apportioned based on sales units, sales value, right? Many other net realizable value like that. Many bases are given. Usually, they will give the basis in the question. Otherwise, the joint cost will be a balancing figure. Like that, also, we have solved for some questions, right? So now we will take a quick break and then we'll start again. Can we proceed? Right. So this is also past exam question from June exam. XYZ Limited processes 1,50,000 kgs of raw materials in a month to produce two products, that is P and Q. The cost of raw material is rupees 8 per kg. Okay. Direct materials is given. Direct wages is also given. Variable overheads, fixed overheads. The loss in process is 5% of input, and output ratio of P and Q, which emerge simultaneously, is 1:2. Okay. So that means if I'm getting, say, for example, 1 of P, I will get 2 of Q. That is the output in which we are getting. In that 5% normal loss is there. Okay. The selling prices are given at the split off, that is 12 and 20. I already told you split off means it is at the stage of paneer and whey water. That is what is split off. All right. So then a proposal is available to further process P by mixing it with other purchase materials. The entire current output of P can be further processed to obtain a new product S. Okay. So the price of S is 15 per kg, and the output will require 1 kg of input of P. The cost of further processing is 1,85,000. So cheese is what is S. Amazing now. Paneer is what is P in this question. Further processing cost is going to be what? 1,85,000. Okay. And here it is going to be rupees 15, the selling price. And here it is going to be rupees 12, the selling price. Okay. So then prepare a statement showing monthly profitability. Okay. Will you recommend further processing? Apportionment of joint costs are made on the basis of sales value. As I told you, it could be number of unit sales value, NRV, whatever they have given in the question. Okay. So let's proceed, everyone. It's going to be. So, ma'am, joint cost and all they are saying, where is joint cost? Means they have given all the cost. We have to find out the joint cost. Jointly to make the initial products, that is paneer and whey water, which is P and Q. For that, these many costs from the beginning they have spoken about these costs. No, all this we have to consider. Okay. So I'll also open the question here. You can also have the question. Now it is going to be calculation of joint cost. Raw material. You all can see they have given raw material. Okay. So it is going to be 1,50,000 into rupees 8. How much is that, ma'am? Right here, 12 lakhs. Then other cost, that is going to be, let us write down, 3,50,000. Whatever is given, we will just take it. Yes. Then we will take 2,80,000, 2,35,000, and 1,45,000. Please add and tell me the total. To 22,10,000. This is going to be what? Joint cost. Together, how much cost I'm incurring in making the products P and Q. As I told you, from milk to paneer and whey water. This paneer is only P and this whey water is only Q. Together to make, we have joint cost. That is what is this 22,10,000. Sure. So now we will proceed. Now they have told based on sales value. Have they given the sales in the question? Not explicitly. They have given only the input-output ratio. Using that only we are going to do. Right. So total input. So what is the total input? Let us see that. Can we all see 1,50,000 is the kgs of raw material? Okay, ma. 5% is input and 1:2 is the output ratio from this paragraph. Okay. Input is equal to 1,50,000 kgs given in the first line of the question. So loss is equal to 5%. That is 5% of 1,50,000 is how much more? Yes, dear. 7,500. Super. So now balance is how much? 1,42,500. Correct, everyone? Yes. Now this has an output as P and the Q, which is going to be 1 by 3 and 2 by 3. I hope everybody remembers. They have given the ratio in the question. Okay. So 1,42,500 into 1 by 3. 47,500. Yes. This is the output for P. 95,000, right. 95,000 kgs is the output for Q. Shall we proceed? Right. Now, ma'am, why are you doing all this? Because first they asked me, they told me that joint cost is based on sales value. Joint cost was not given. We calculated the joint cost, sales value not given. Now we calculated the units. Units, Linda, we will go to the sales value. Right. So it is going to be number of units for P and for Q. For P, it is 47,500. For Q, it is 95,000. Selling price is given in the question. Yes, ma'am. How much is it? 12 and 20. Yes, ma'am. Anyone wants me to show it? Not required. Very nice. So sales value is going to be 47,500 into 12. Yes, dear. 5,70,000. 95,000 into 20. 19 lakhs. Great. So now I will do the total and keep. It will be useful for my distribution. 24,70,000. Right. So once again, I'm repeating, this is nothing but calculation of sales value. So sales value means amount of sales. Number of units sold means that is sales quantity. Okay. So both they may ask in some questions. So just that alone you pay attention to. Okay. So now we will go ahead with the joint cost apportionment. 22 lakh 10,000. No? That was the joint cost. Thank you, dear. So 22 lakh 10,000 should be apportioned to what are the products P and Q. Super. It is based on sales value. So sales value, once again, I will simply write here. It is 5,70,000 and 19 lakhs. Amazing. Divided by 24 lakh 70,000. Divided by 24 lakh 70,000. Just like partnership, the ratio. That's all. Super. We are doing it based on sales value because of the question. That's it. 22 lakh 10,000 divided by 24 lakh 70,000. Are we getting 637058? Yes. And here it will be 17 lakhs. Rounded off. One decimal. Yes. So this is how we will do the joint cost apportionment. Sorry. P, P, yeah. Okay, I'll check that again. Oh, yeah, 630. Okay, I'll check that. 22 lakh 10,000 divided by 24 lakh 70,000 into 5 lakh 70,000. 5 lakh 10,000? How? My mistake. 5 lakh 10,000. I think I forgot to clear the calcium memory. 5 lakh 10,000. Thank you, dear. Yes, dear. Okay. So here, monthly profit based on existing manufacturing operations and on further processing. We should prepare profitability statement for existing P and Q also. And after further processing means S also. Because only S is T is further processed. Q is not further processed as per the question. Okay. So existing profitability. That is going to be sales minus cost alva. Yes. So sales of what ma? Sales of P and Q. P was 5 lakh 70 and 19 lakhs. No? Yes. Minus joint cost is going to be 5 lakh 10,000 and 17 lakhs. 60,000 and 2 lakhs. This is the existing profitability. Yes, no? So now I will write new profitability that is after further processing. Only P is further processed to S. Okay. Sales after further processing. Is it 15 rupees? Yes, dear. Rupees 15. Okay. How many number of units? Same number of units. How much was it, ma? Because 1 kg. Can you all see? Output will require 1 kg. That is why. Number of units of P was how much, my dear? 47,500. Correct? So 47,500 into 15. Yes, 7 lakh 12,500. Right, dear. So whether it is further processed or not, joint cost, so that will definitely come. So that bande barutte. Joint cost apportionment. Already we got 5 lakh 10,000. I hope everybody is able to remember. But ma'am, further processing cost will also come. Yes, it will come further processing because we are getting this product S only after further processing. So again, I'm repeating after further processing, 15 rupees is the new selling price. So I took that. For how many units? 47,500 because every 1 unit of P is getting converted to 1 unit of S. Okay. So accordingly, there also you see, sometimes they will say 2 units of P is becoming 1 unit of S and all that. Accordingly, you should check. So joint cost to bande barutte. Further processing cost is given in the question. How much is that? 1 lakh 85,000. So 1 lakh 85,000. That also we will now subtract. Now we will find out the profit. We are getting 17,500. Right there. ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ನೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಹೌದು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಫರ್ದರ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ನನಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ 60,000 ಬಂತು ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈವನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಆರ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾ ಸೊ 60,000 ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ದನ್ 17,500 Shall I proceed, ma'am? So, conclusion, do not further process. Why? Because before processing, I was getting 60,000 profit. After processing, I'm getting only 17,500 profit. That's all. Do not further process P to S. Over. Conclusion. Such a simple problem it is. Yes, ma'am. Can we proceed to the next question? Right. Yes, this is the question that I wanted to do. This is also past exam June question. Okay. June Nalle past exam question it is. So Moon Limited is the market leader in manufacture and sale of specialized product GPT. That time itself they have predicted about chat GPT. Okay. So in the manufacturing of the main product GPT, Moon Limited processed the resulting waste into two products, that is X and Y. From the records, the following is given. The total cost up to the point of separation. That means, can I say this is only joint cost? Because separation means that is the point of split off. Up to that, whatever you get, it is joint cost. Right, ma. So sales realization is given. Cost incurred after separation is given. Estimated profit on sales value is given. Selling expenses are also given. Ma'am, everything is given. Okay. Prepare comparative profit and loss using reverse cost method for byproducts. Now, this reverse cost method, it is not a big method and all that, extremely simple. What is it? I will find out the joint cost as a balancing figure. That's all. We have done it in our regular class also. Same thing here also. Okay. So, chalo, let's start doing this. So, again, I'm saying reverse cost method, or whenever they have not given any basis for apportionment, please try to do it in this way. What is this way? Sales minus profit is equal to cost. Then you subtract all the cost. Separate cost is given, further processing. Separate cost is nothing but further processing cost. So then selling expenses is also given. So you will subtract further processing. You will subtract selling expenses. Whatever is remaining, which should be joint cost only, no? That's all. So you will use this. This is what they have given that fancy name. It is easier than the previous problem actually. Previous problem itself is easy. This is easier than that. Okay. So now, X and Y. Byproduct, I told you the meaning of byproduct because for MCQ point of view, that is all. Okay. So now, 1 minute, just me one. That is what I wanted to ask. Okay. So, now we will proceed to sales is given to be 32,000 and 48,000. Amazing. Minus profit, because just now I discussed the reason also. Profit is going to be given at what percentage? 20 and 30. Right. 6,400. Yes, 14,400. Yes, dear. So now we will have total cost, which is a balancing figure. 33,600. Thank you. 25,600. So this total cost nalli ಏನೇನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? Whatever cost is given, balance will be joint cost. That's all. So minus first. Yes, go ahead, Gil. Yes, ma. Further processing cost 9,600 and 14,400. And please understand one thing, my dears. Sometimes they give nil. Nil means zero. You don't have to find out. Sometimes they will give question mark. That means you have to find out. Okay. So small things only, but please pay attention to them. Okay. Here it is given nil. So there is no further processing for GPT anyway. So 9,600 and 14,400. 9,600 and 14,400. Next, selling expenses also we will subtract. Selling expenses is given to be 2020. No? Yes. So this is further processing. This is selling expense at the rate of 20% of sales value is what is given in the question. I will show it to you here. On sales value, right now. So this will be again 6,400. Already we calculated 120%. So 48,000 into 20%. Right, 9,600. So when we subtract this, whatever is left, remaining will be nothing but joint cost. So 25,600 minus 9,600 minus 6,400, it is 9,600. 33,600 minus 14,400 minus 9,600 is 9,600. Right. I think this question they love 9,600 so much. It is repeating so many times. Okay. So now shall we proceed, ma, everyone? Yes. So now joint cost is over. Now what we will do is, acha ma'am, they have given joint cost here 1,36,000. Yes, ma'am. Then what is the meaning of that term? Array, total joint cost is going to be 1,36,000. Out of that, we having what are the products? GPT, X and Y. Superma. X ge 9,600, Y ge 9,600. That means balancing figure will be GPT. Amazing. So 9,600 into 2 minus 1,36,000, that is 1,16,800. This is the joint cost for GPT. So when they don't give, this is how generally we'll find out. And the name given to this is called as reverse cost method. That's it. Can we go ahead? Right. So next is going to be, what have they asked next? Comparative profit and loss statement. Okay. Profit and loss statement, nothing but we have to show the profit. Okay. How we show profit? Sales minus cost. That's all. So profitability statement. How much is the sales? 3,28,000. 3,28,000, 32,000 and 48,000. Minus joint cost. We have it on the screen. So we will take it from there. 1,16,800, 9,600 and 9,600. Now some students are telling, ma'am, can I do directly profit? They have given percentage. No, ma, they want you to show a statement. So directly, even if we can calculate here, you should not. So minus separate cost. Or you can call it as further processing cost also. That is You all can see this 9,600 and 14,400 minus selling expenses. Selling expenses for X and Y we calculated already. Only for GPT we should calculate now. 6,400 and 9,600. Now selling expenses is going to be 20%. See, so some students are missing this. They have given in the question. Can you all see that, ma? Yes. For GPT also, it is 20% of sales value. So 3,28,000 into 20 percentage. That is 65,600. So that also, if we subtract, then we will get the profit. Now we're getting 1,45,600. Yes. Sorry, 6,400. Already we got that only, no? There into 20%, right? 14,400. Thank you, dear. That's all. This is for 7 marks. One more June problem I wanted to do. So maximum I covered. Material alone I couldn't cover. So I think it is easy. Oh, some stores ledger explanation alone I will do. Okay. So, and labor, employee cost is over. Overheads, simultaneous equation we have done. The other apportionment problem, can you all manage? No problem. No? Okay. Service, we have done only one problem because you all felt it to be easy. Process and standard, I have done more. And seems like you all manage. Fine. Now we will proceed to look into this question. It's a cash budget problem. So budget again, easily 7 marks you can score. Do only what is there in your textbook. Standard, what is there in our textbook plus what we have done in our marathon, more than enough. So with this 7 marks in budget, 7 marks in standard, so easily we should be able to cover. Joint labor is generally asked in June exams. So that also, just by doing what we have done in marathon as well as your textbook is more than sufficient. Employee cost, what is there in your textbook is more than sufficient. Overheads also, what is there in your textbook is more than sufficient. 7 marks. All these can be pocketed. Cost bookkeeping, reconciliation, cost sheet. Out of this, definitely at least 7 to 10 marks will come. Extremely simple, just practice is required. So that one. And cost accounting standards, just go through whatever we have done in our, that theory, that is more than sufficient. Marginal costing, I told you already how to prepare for it. Then service also, what is there in your textbook is sufficient. Process more than enough what is there in your textbook. But please do past exam questions also. But it is more asked in December exams, having said that. Contract also, you will focus more on what is there in our textbook and model test papers. Both you will. Okay. So now, after doing this cash budget problem, we will do batch also. Okay. So now let's start. July, August, up to December, they have given sales, purchase, and wages and expenses. The following information is available. So 10% of the purchases and sales are on cash basis. Advance payment of income tax is also made. And the plant is purchased and the price to be paid is this much. Time lag for credit sales is 2, purchase is 1, wages is half, expenses is also half. Prepare cash budget from October and the cash balance is 2,70,000. Opening balance is given for first month alone. So either you may just my expectation, my feeling is that you may get a production budget or you may get a cash budget. Production budget, we all know purchases, production, how to do, we all know multiple times we have done. So yes. So the format for cash budget is going to be opening plus receipts minus payments. If you have already written, no need to write also. If you want, you can write close it. Yes. So that means what, ma? Opening cash balance plus all the receipts, whether it is capital or revenue, you will take everything. Whether you purchase stationery or a car, everything will be considered. Payments also same way. Whether you have paid electricity bill or you have made a payment of, the car that you purchased, everything will be coming in payments. Any cash payment, okay, that will give the closing. That's all, students. This is the format. Now, mostly for 7 marks means they will not ask you for 6 months. Mostly they will ask only for 3 months. Cash budget. So, particulars. October, November, and December. So first one is going to be opening balance. They have given in the last line of the question 2,70,000. So we will take that. Ma'am, why only for October? Closing of October will become opening of November and so on. Right. So closing balance of October will become opening balance of November. Okay. Now we will write down the receipts. We will write down all the receipts. Okay. I'll go a little slowly. It's easy, but some students are finding it difficult when they're doing alone, it seems. So, yes. So, they have said what they said about sales. First, I will underline 10% of sales are on cash basis. Also, credit sales, there is 2 months lag. Wonderful, ma. So, now let us say July month sales is going to be what? 13 lakhs. Out of that, 1.3 lakhs will be received in July itself. Correct. And 13 lakhs into 90 percentage. How much is that? 11 lakhs 70,000. 11.7 lakhs will be received 2 months later. That is August, September. Right, everyone? Yes, no. So 2 months later, it will be received. Okay. Like this only, we should imagine each and everything. Okay. So now we will proceed to, first we will take October, November and December. October, November and December, 10% of 16 lakhs will be received in October itself. No, cash sales. Right, ma. 10% of total sales is cash sales. So 10% of October sales will be received in October itself. So that is going to be, first I will write cash sales. That is 1,60,000. Same way, here it will be, yes dear, 1,64,000. And next month, 1,78,000. Okay. So next is payment from debtors or cash received from debtors, however you want, you can say. So, how are we supposed to do this? Now, I told you already, July month sales will be received after 2 months, means August, September only it will be received. But is September under our budget period? No. Budget period is October, November, and December. Now, next month, August month sales nalli, how much is it? 14 lakhs. Adrinda, 10% will be cash. It will be received in August itself. I'm not bothered about this. 90%. 14 lakhs into 90% is how much? 12 lakh 60,000. 12 lakh 60,000 will be received 2 months later. 2 months later means what? September, October. It is going to be received in October. So 12 lakh 60,000 of August. So those of you who want, you can write only this. The others are same logic. In the exam also, if you write for one, and similarly, if you write, you don't have to write the working note for everything. Standard, marginal, and budget, as I keep telling you, they are a little more important because you will be having the same topics in management accounting as well. Okay. So it is going to be 12 lakhs 60,000. Okay. Same way, September month, 15 lakhs. It will be received, 1.5 lakhs will be received in September. I'm not bothered about this. 90 percentage, that is 15 lakhs into 90% is 13.5 lakhs, will be received 2 months later. 2 months after September is going to be what? October, November. Super. So that is going to be 13.5 lakhs. So 13 lakh 50,000. So September is also over. Now we will go to October. Yes, ma. October is going to be 16 lakhs into 90 percentage. That is 14 lakh 40,000. So if you want, you can do a subtotal. But in the exam, if you're running short of time, directly please go to payments. Payments, Nali. Let us see one by one what and all we have. I'll just erase all this. Purchases we are having. Purchases, 10 percentage are again cash purchases. Okay. Then credit purchases, the lag is only 1 month. Okay. So now let us write down. In payments, first we will write cash purchase. October month's cash purchase will be 10%. It will be paid in October itself. Same way November, same way December also. All right, ma? So super, super. So it is going to be cash purchases. Cash purchase is going to be at the rate of 10 percentage. So directly I will write it. Can I say 96,000? Yes. Can I say 80,000? And then 1 lakh. So I hope that was very clear. That particular month itself, we will pay the cash purchase being 10 percentage. Okay. Now, let me take September month purchases. 9 lakhs. That 9 lakhs are in the 10 percentage, 90,000 will be paid in September itself. I'm not bothered about this. But 90 percentage, that is 8 lakh 10,000, will be paid in 1 month later. That will be paid in October, no? Yes, ma'am. So it is going to be 8 lakh 10,000. Payment to creditors, 8 lakh 10,000. Same way, 1 month before into 90 percentage, correct? So if anyone wants just this alone, you can write similarly everything. So it is going to be October month 9 lakh 60,000 into 90%. That is 8 lakh 64,000. November 8 lakhs. Yes. 7 lakh 20,000. Right. So now we will proceed to other payments. It is going to be wages and expenses half a month. That means what is it? So September month, what is the wages, students? 3 lakhs. So they are saying 1.5 lakhs will be paid in September, but balance 1.5 lakhs will be paid in October only. Are you all understanding? Not only that, this is one side. October month, what is the wages, ma'am? 3 lakh 60,000. Out of this, 1.8 lakhs will be paid in October and 1.8 lakhs will be paid in November. So for October month, what should I consider? This plus this. Am I correct, students? Yes, super. Anyone who wants to write, let them write. And then I will proceed quickly. So imagine your salary is 3 lakhs. Your company is saying 1.5 lakhs I'll pay in September itself for September month. 1.5 lakhs I will pay in the next month only. So for 2 months, if you write, other months you all know how to do. So it is 1.8 plus 1.5. Is it 3 lakh 30,000? Right, dear. So it is going to be wages 3 lakh 30,000. So like that, you can give working note for one particular month. Okay. So next month, it is going to be 3.6 lakhs November month into 50%. So 1 lakh 80, 1 lakh 80, it is 3 lakh 60, no? Yes. Then 4 lakhs into 50% is going to be 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs plus 1 lakh 80 is 3 lakh 80. Yes. 3 lakh 80,000. Same way for expenses also, because expenses is also half a month. I'll do and show. One month calculation I will do and show. So expenses, September month expenses is how much? 1 lakh 20,000. Out of that, they are saying, yes, 60,000 they will pay in September. This is not under our budget period. 60,000 will be paid in October. Same way, October month's expenses is how much? 1 lakh 20,000. Correct? Yes, ma'am. 60,000 will be paid in October itself. 60,000 will be paid in November only. October month, I will take this 60 plus this 60. 1 lakh 20,000. Super. So assume you have to pay to your driver 1 lakh 20,000. 60,000 you will pay in September. Next month, Linda, 50% like that. Sometimes we may do that for managing working capital. So 1 lakh 20,000. So similarly, we will do next month ಖರ್ಚ ಎಷ್ಟು them 1 lakh 60, no? So 80 plus 60. Is it 1 lakh 40? Wonderful. Eighty plus 80, 1 lakh 60. Super. So all major expenses over, whatever is given, other expenses we will now consider. Advance payment. Ma'am, advance, it's okay. Payment means cash has gone out now. So I will consider. So it is going to be in December, that is 2 lakhs. So it is going to be tax 2 lakhs in December. Last point. Planned purchase and price to be paid is 80,000 in October. Right, ma'am. So whether it is planned or whatever it is, we will consider the payment. 80,000. That's all. We have considered all amounts. Now we will find out the closing balance. Closing balance of October will become November opening and so on. Okay. Please help me out with the totals. Three lakh 52, 2,50,000. Thank you. Acha 54,000. So 2,54,000. I will go and substitute in the opening. And of course, all these are also minus only. Bracket we can put if required. If you're in a hurry in the exam, you just write less. Ideally, putting in bracket is easy for the person who's correcting. But if you're in a hurry, you just write less payments. 324, all right. So I'll go here and substitute 3,24,000. Three lakh 82. Thank you, dear. So over cash budget. Uh, Last problem we will do and then we will discuss. Yes. Component diamond is, this is also past exam question, June question only. Component diamond is made entirely in machine shop XYZ. Material cost is 10 per component and each component takes 6 minutes to produce. The machine operator is paid at rupees 12 per hour and machine hour rate is rupees 72 per hour. The setting up of the machine to produce the component diamond takes 3 hours for the operator. Okay. So material cost component is taking this much time. Okay. So machine operator is also given and then they have given 3 hours for the operator for setting up. Okay. So prepare cost sheet showing setup cost and production cost both in total and per component, assuming a batch size of 100, 150 and 200. More than the simple question we can't ask. Okay, extremely simple. Ma, all batch problems are very similar. But why I chose is because they've asked in the past exam, June. And one more thing is, even though it is easy, some students are ignoring easy topics. So only 4 questions are there in your textbook. Please do all 4, more than sufficient. Okay. So now Let us proceed. So I'll also have the question by my side because I need all the numbers. You also please open it. It will be easy for us to do it. Okay. So now first for 100 batches, we will do all the things. First one is wages. Wages is going to be 3 hours into 12. Correct, everyone? Yes. Since they want total cost as well as batch cost, first I will write batch cost and I will write total cost. So you imagine like a biscuit which is produced in batches. In such industries only they will use batch costing. Right. So it is going to be 12 threes are 36. Okay. So then it is going to be machine expenses. Machine expenses is going to be how much? 100 into 10. Sorry, very sorry. 3 hours into 12. 3 hours into 72. So that is going to be how much, ma'am? 260. Thank you, dear. So what is the total here? 12, 5, 252. Right, ma'am. 252 divided by 100. Total cost per unit is going to be 2.52. For 100, no? 100, understood? Yes. And this batch size is not 100 batches. Batch size I will write. Otherwise, we'll get confused, no? Batch size is 100. That means in one batch, 100 numbers are going. Okay. Now we will proceed to the same size. We will talk about material that is 100 into 10. How much is that? 1000. Wages, very important. 100 into 6 minutes into 12 rupees divided by 60. Am I correct, ma? Amazing. So it is going to be, yes, dear, 120. And now the machine expenses will be 100 into 6 minutes into 72 rupees divided by 60 alva. Yes, ma. Super. How much are we getting there? 720. Wonderful. So now can we do a total here, please? I don't have space, so we are writing here 0481840 and this will be 1.84. Just cross verify, right? 18.4. 18.4. So shall we proceed? Yes. Now the second one, I'll just erase everything here. Setup cost is also given and other cost is also given. So for 150 components, that also we will do. So batch size is equal to 150. just thinking there is a printing mistake in the question. Well, correct. I'll just check this. I just feel there is some printing mistake. Before I proceed, I'll just check. So 72 is 62 is what I remember, but it may be a CA problem also. Just give me 1 minute, I'll just check it. Check no. Probably I remembered it differently. I had a strong feeling it was 62. It is correct 72. Okay. Erase this. But can one of you please tell me the total that we got? 1840. And before that, we got one subtotal which was 252. Okay. So now total is how much, dear? 2090. Yeah. Okay. 2092. Fine. Now 2092. And the total cost per unit will be 22.92, right? Yeah. That also you can just write down. All right. Yes. Ma'am. So now setup cost is going to be, again, this is going to be batch cost and this is cost per component. Batch cost and the cost per component. Okay. Okay. So now how are we supposed to do? The setup cost, see, this is not going to change. I think I have it here. I will show it to you. Huh. Will this change? No. Setup cost is not going to change per operator. It is going to be the same. All right. So can we directly take this amount 252 and yes, 252. Now cost per component will change, 252 divided by 150. It is going to be 1.68 because it is a fixed cost. That is why. Okay. Now we will consider the other variable cost. Variable cost is nothing but material. That is going to be 150 into 10,500. Wages is going to be 150 into 6 into rupees 12 divided by 16. No? Yes, dear. So 150 into 12 divided by 10. 180? Yes. Then machine expenses. That is going to be 150 into 6 into rupees 72 divided by 60. Very similar to what we have done. Yes, dear, 1080. Now we will do the total. How much is the total, ma'am? Sorry, 3012. All right. So 3012 divided by 150. 20.08. So earlier we had how much? 20 point something we got. 92. Now it is 20.08. It is coming down. So when the batch size is increasing, it should come down. Just make a check, okay? Yes. Very simple, no? With the same machine and the same time, you are making more biscuits. Similar. Okay. Then the third one is batch size is 200, correct? Yes, dear. 200. So again, can I simply write setup is going to be 252 right now? This is the batch cost, first column. Second column is the cost per component or cost per unit. 252 divided by 200. It will be 1.26. Now, material. Material is going to be 200 into 10. That is 2000. Wages is going to be 200 into 6 into rupees 12 divided by 60. 240. Thank you, dear. Third one is machine expenses. That is going to be 200 into 6 into rupees 72 divided by 60. 1440. Now let us do the total. 3932, right. 3932 divided by 200. 19.66. See, even now, even but lower it has come, cost per component. So that's all. It was quite simple. So in the 3 days that we had, whatever we could do, we have done. So good enough. You all can take up the 100-mark test soon. Okay. So I'll put it in the group as well. Okay, we'll discuss the dates. Tuesday. Okay. So Tuesday, you people will write it. As usual, 2 to 5 will be the exam. 145 reading time, 145 to 2. As it will be in the same, what to say, similar to your question paper. It's not common for CA, CMA separate model exam is there for costing. Okay. So that is one. Next thing is online students, those of you who are watching the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Before that, what I would like to say is, if you're having any questions or any doubts, please feel free to ask us in the comment section. Okay. So theory, all of you will focus on theory also. If the practical questions are a little bit difficult, definitely you can score marks from there. So rest I have discussed in how to score high in CMA costing, that video itself. So I don't want to repeat anything. All the very best to all online students and offline students. Do very well. Don't think about if I fail. Just think about the process. Trust the process. If you put your work, you will definitely pass. There is no other way out. So don't think about, so if somebody comes and tells you, oh, it is very difficult, let us write in December. Don't even listen to them. Because what if the June exam is easy? December again, the syllabus might change. So you all have prepared really well and given a lot of effort. I can see that you all will definitely clear. So all the very best. Keep it going. Okay. So see you soon in the group 2 class. Bye.